Okay, well, welcome to Emerald in 24 Hours. I'm Jen in Northeast Pennsylvania, and Michelle, who is right below me on my screen, is also in Northeast Pennsylvania, about an hour from me. And we're going to introduce you to Emerald, why you want to go Emerald, and exactly what it means, and how you can get it done in 24 hours. Because yes, you can get it done in 24 hours. So why do you want to be Emerald? First thing is, this is the first recognition and initial business building section. This is your credibility. This is fun. This is when people who are watching you and wondering what the heck you're doing with workouts or shakes or food, what's going on, what are these people you're talking about and posting about? This is where they start to see that you're actually doing something. It also opens up the additional ways to earn income. There are actually 7 different ways we earn income as a coach. And once you're Emerald, it opens up, we'll talk about it later, but it's the cycle bonus income, which is that money while you sleep, the whole point of network marketing. So I really love that part. It also builds some confidence, and you're here to build a business. So this is exactly where you want to be. I should turn off my notifications here. I don't know how. So it starts with the vital behaviors. Michelle, did you want to hit us with the vital behaviors of being a coach? Oh no, you're muted. There you are. Nope.
There we go. So there's 4 vital behaviors. And when you do all 4 of these, this is what really makes your business rock. So the first one is proof of the product. So it's just using the product, doing your workout. What workout are you doing right now, and how are you really driving that home? Showing people that it can be done. It's drinking the shakes. It's using your Energize. Any products that you have, you want to make sure that you're showcasing them to show what fun they are, how great they taste, and what results you're getting from them. The second one is your personal development. So it is so important in this business and in life in general to read personal development. Whether you're learning how to do sales, go for the no, you're listening to podcasts, you're doing personal develop like Fear is My Homeboy on how to get over objections and kind of how to get over yourself. These are things that we really have to do on a daily basis. Team Beachbody has Team Beachbody 411. They have a podcast, and we have our weekly calls. So it's really important to dig into that and really build yourself, not only physically, but mentally and internally, and be able to share that with everyone. The next one, vital behavior, is to attract, relate, and invite. So the whole goal is that social media is your storefront. This is what you're using as your brick and mortar site. So you really want to make that pop. You want it to be attractive, bright, with your face showing. You want it to be relatable. So you definitely don't want to have anything that's negative on there. And you want it to be inviting so that you can invite people. You want to make sure that your inbox is currently is your lifeblood, essentially. So everyone that you're talking to as you go through the day, that you're being relatable to them, you're showing your real life, and you're being authentic, and then inviting them to either the business aspect or inviting them to be a client with you. And then my favorite one, which everyone loves, is recognition. So whether it's super small, from dropping a pant size, which is not a small feat at all, but maybe you worked out 5 days that week and previously you were only doing 1. Maybe it's something huge where you dropped 100 pounds like Jen did, or you were able to cut out all the sugar and your kids are now eating healthier, and because of that you went off of your diabetic medicine. Whatever it is, recognition is a huge part of that, and as a leader, it's our job to promote and recognize our team and our clients.
Okay. So what is Emerald? It is you and 2 coaches. I love that, because we build this business just like the ARC, 2 by 2, and it makes it super simple. It's left and right and left and right. And you'll see in the diagram here, you have yourself, you're the green one here. You need to be active with at least 50 PV. which if you're drinking Shakeology, you're getting 90 PV. So I find 50 PV is something I can do in my sleep. It's something that I think my son consumes every month. And then each of your little circles here is another person with at least 50 PV. They can be, we'll get into later, but they can be a family member who's consuming the additional products, the performance line, the collagen. I love the Hot and Hyper, which is the Energize and collagen paired as auto ship. And then there's also the Green Goddess, which is like the greens and collagen paired together. So it doesn't have to be Shakeology, but for me, Shakeology is 90 PV, and I really, really do. It's changed my life. I'm off of 2 medications. I've saved my family over 5,200 a year. I don't wear glasses anymore. Like, so much has changed for the positive since I've been having it every day for 3.5 years. I feel like everybody should be drinking Shakeology. But if for some reason Shakeology is not for you, trust me, there are health products to replace something you're already using in your home. So the benefits of hitting Emerald, first is your rank. It's going to bring momentum. People are going to see that something's going on, and it gives you credibility. So I want to say, like, when you're building your business and you're using your social media as your storefront, what you're putting on your social media gives the private conversations you're having credibility. So when you go to someone in a private message and say, hey, I'm having fun building a business, I would love to have you with me. If they go, the first thing they're going to do before they respond, if they're human, or they're like me, I should say, is they're going to leave that message thread, go to your Facebook and scroll. Okay, she's out for a minute join a business. Yeah, what is she doing? Let me go look. And if they scroll your page and see announcements of you being Emerald, see you announcing other coaches, oh, well, I don't exactly know what this thing is that Jen's doing, but she's obviously succeeding. So it's going to give you that public shout out and give you that credibility publicly for what you're talking about privately. The second thing is you're going to start receiving team cycle bonuses that you're going to actually turn into more than just the retail income. So every single coach, when you get started, you earn 25% commission on any connections you make to our tools. That being said, once you become an Emerald, you're going to start earning cycle bonuses off of the volume going through your left and right legs, because remember, it's 2 people. And that volume cashing out is what's giving you your cycle bonuses. The third thing is you have the opportunity to earn free leads when you are helping at least 3 people a month. And they are paid leads when you're helping at least 5 people a month, or 10 SC points. So there's actually even additional ways to earn SC points right now with recurring volume the next month that makes it even easier to hit those SC metrics. That's super exciting. I'm gonna pop on a little bit, but Michelle, you pop in if there's something that you see you want to share. So here's just some samples of, actually Ruby just went diamond last week. She's here in this picture. And there's another one of Lacey going emerald. So these are just an idea of some of the shout outs that we do publicly. I remember making Michelle's first pose for emerald. And it was super exciting to get that next step. And then we got to celebrate most recently triple emerald. So you just keep growing your business and moving on. So how do we get emerald? I feel like I'm saying the same thing a couple times, but I just want to just reiterate that it is you helping 2 people, and that it is you being active, which if you're a coach building your business, I feel like you do need to be using the products anyway, so that you are actually able to speak from personal experience about how you feel, how the products help you when you go and invite someone. And then again, active coach is at least 50 PV. So we have some graphics we can share later in the screens that will help you see alternate ways that are not Shakeology. So we have the social media templates to ask. We have power hours happening every day as a team to help you talk to people. Your coach is probably connecting you with the new coach checklist, which walks you through getting started and making a grand opening post. And then something I love that this company offers is it offers you the opportunity to actually control 2 accounts. So you can 100% get yourself emerald today in under an hour by getting your family set up. So for example, we talked about those 2 coaches that you need, one on your left and one on your right. you have the ability through our U+2 program to purchase with your credit card a coach account for your spouse, a parent, or child. So say here on this side, I have my husband, and I ordered the coach program. I ordered the coach with Energize and the post workout, the Recover for my husband. So I ordered that along with the collagen through my husband's account every month. And then on my left side, I have my mom, and I get my beach bars and collagen through my mom. And my mom actually uses the collagen, and the beach bars I use for myself, as well as gifts to, I give a beach bar to my clients when they get started. And my husband, I'm the one who drinks the Energize and the Recover. And by doing this, I have complete control of my business. Now, this is not mandatory. You don't have to do this, but this is one way that you can open your business, Emerald, and get started in control right away. Number one, I love my husband. I love my mom. I want healthy products in their hands. And this is a way that's going to mutually benefit them and me at the same time. So that's one option that you can do to go Emerald right away. Also, talk to your BFF. Like, you're just really excited, and share. And if you don't have a transformation story yet, because you're just joining our company, look at the stories that are in our team page. Look at the stories that are in the boot camp your coach added you to. I'm down over 100 pounds, and I've kept it off for 3.5 years, which is huge for me. For 20 years, I lived a yo-yo dieting. Maybe it's not you want to lose a lot of weight. We have Rita or Candace, who are great examples of fit, strong women. Rita was a Pilates and bar instructor, Candace a marathoner, and they joined our company, more for the community and flexibility, and then found an extra added level of fitness. Michelle was shredding for the wedding. She was getting excited about her wedding, and she just celebrated her wedding. Was it last month already? No. Oh my gosh, it was 3 weeks already. Down 45 pounds, glowing in her wedding dress, feeling phenomenal and rocking forward. So talk and find out, what would be excited, how they would want to feel. And then think about your hardworking friends. Like, I'm sitting in my office right now. Who do you know that is sitting at work right now and needs a healthy, quick solution? Like, right in my desk, I have my go-to Shakeology for if I think I want to go play in the kitchen with the silly food that's back there. I have my Energize right in my desk. Like, I have healthy solutions that are quick right in my desk. So who do you know that's working long hours that needs a quick solution? Who are your coworkers? Who's someone that you hear always talking about wanting to lose weight? Or who's someone you know that loves to take on a challenge? And, you want to challenge them, hey, take on this next program with me. Take on this 6 weeks challenge with me, and let's see which one of us can have the best results, and kind of just have fun with it. Did you have anything you wanted to add here about sharing or inviting, Michelle?
No, I just thought that it was so easy that, we had all the templates when you first start off. Once you're going through your new coach checklist, there's templates on how to make a grand opening pulse. What to talk about. Your coach will, and Jamie, of course, is fantastic at getting all that together, being our head of state. She will help you walk through how to make a grand opening pulse that is authentic. It's you. It sounds like you, and it's not just a regurgitate. And having a spouse, being your partner, like, I found that my spouse, who at the time we were just engaged, but it got him more involved. Like, he wound up doing the workouts with me. We did Lift 4 together. He would show up for selfies and post in there, and it just kind of shows like a united team, and it was something that bonded us together a little bit more. So that was a lot of fun too. And then I never felt, I always thought that I would feel really weird asking my friends, but I actually had people asking me, which is the reason that I became a coach. So I was not where I wanted to be fitness wise. And Jen was asking me and talking to me about it. And I was like, nah, no, I don't have any time for that. You do have time for it. And it was really neat because I started to have people asking me what I was doing. And that's when I was like, oh, well, I'm already doing the things that are the vital behaviors. Maybe I just add in some more PD and I start continuing to talk. And now I'm going to make money helping my friends and family get healthy. And I feel like this is such a great opportunity and a business for us to help people get healthy and not just sell a product.
I love it. Exactly. And so speaking of those products, these are some of the hacks. This is just talking a little bit about how you can use the challenge pack to waive the $40 on your spouse account. You do contact compliance after you set them up on your credit card, and you just say, you know, this is my spouse. And then one way you can use the Shakeology packets and sell them as 7-day trial kits so you can get that money back. You can get, like I said, the beach bars, you can use the 3-day refresh. And what's great is every month you can change depending on your need. If you want to do the ultimate reset, or you want to do the 3-day refresh and some boosts, you can just change where you're ordering through your spouse account, and you'll actually get to earn income on it here. So we'll show you the power of a spouse account. And this is something that I myself, I did not increase how many people I had joining the business every month. I did the same that I was doing, and having my spouse set up gave me an extra $500 from September to December last year. I changed nothing other than the fact that my husband was under me in order to capture some additional income from the sales. Now, we can't guarantee any specific income. I have to put that disclaimer out there. But I can guarantee that if you're willing to lean in, you're willing to ask and help people and help them get results, you will earn income, and your income is directly in proportion to how many people you help succeed. And so here you can see the income growing and the payout here. So I'm trying to see the dates. You can just see this is just extra income that wouldn't have come in if the spouse was not set up there. And here's some more additional just growth, and seeing how the longer you invest in the business, having your spouse set up early helps everything below you funnel up through them. So we are a binary multi-level marketing business, which means we're the 2 legs. And any business, like one thing that I love about Beachbody is we're not capped. So a lot of multi-level marketing only gives you volume, income, or credit off of so many legs. So say there's 3 people below you, anyone below those 3 people you don't earn volume or commission off of. In this sense, you are going to earn that money while you sleep, growing income volume down forever and ever. So the sooner, if you're committed to helping people and making a real income in business, the sooner you put your family or your spouse on the business leg, the more you set them up to have your business of success built underneath them, so that you both can benefit from that. So where do we start? We start with, who do we ask? And so this is where I will say a lot of people stumble. So I want to challenge you, is because most people do not actually make a list. So I want to challenge you to actually make a list. Who are you thinking of right now that always says they want to lose weight? Like, write down whatever name you're thinking of. Who is it that you hear negatively talking about their body, or talking about how much they hate their job, or maybe talking about they need a job, they need some more income? Who is it that when you go to a party, they're the first one there and the last one to leave? They want community, they want connection, they need what we have. Who do you know that has a ton of student loan debt or stresses? And then think of people that you know. And I can tell you, do not prejudge people. Do not decide for them, because you don't know what they're needing. I think sometimes people who seem to have it all together in social media are the ones that may be silently struggling the most. They're looking for something more. Or they've got it all together, they're in the perfect position, and they're probably hungry to even go for more. So if I can say anything, get a list and then just start inviting them. And you don't know until you know. I use my chocolate example. At work, often there'll be someone's desk will have like 100 chocolates on it. Now, most people do not have 100 chocolates on their desk for themselves. It's for everybody. Help yourself, right? But there are people who will walk by the chocolate and look at it, and they're thinking, oh, I really want that chocolate. Oh man, I wish you would ask me if I have it. Oh, I really want that. And unless you offer the chocolate to them, they won't take it. And then there are other people who right away, oh, the chocolate's on the desk, it's for me, and they grab it. And so that's what happens nowadays. Think about if you have ever seen someone post about a party and says everyone's invited, even if it's your best friend, unless they personally invite you, you may not really think you're included in the everyone.
Oh,
At
just
least that
heart.
was me.
Yeah.
So, even if someone asks you, you may not even realize that they're talking about, yes, you. So invite them, give them an opportunity, say no, give an opportunity to ask, and even just practicing, especially those who are close to you. So your list, like I said, is everything. So your first couple invites, here is an example script. We'll make sure that we give this to you. We'll put this in the comments of the group. And I also have a short little 7-minute video that I really, really love when it comes to making your first couple invites, and kind of just thinking like this is a party. Like if you went to a really good restaurant and you loved the food, who would you want to invite to check out that restaurant, right? And like, who is it that you would want to have with you? If you are going to go to the park or you're going to go to a concert, like who would you want at that concert with you? Why don't you want them in your health group with you? Why don't you want them in your fitness group, accountability group with you? And then just again, Michelle, just hit me if there's anything you want to jump in and share with, because I know I'm going fast, but I want to be mindful of time, because we said we would try to keep it 30 minutes or less for you. And this is something that I used to do. So someone used to say, okay, I'm interested, what is it? And I would send 4 paragraphs of exactly what I do, and I would lose them and they would never respond. I'd be like, what happened? You wanted to know. So what I have found is I have to put on my coach hat, and when someone says they're interested in information, I put on my coach hat and I find out why. Because if I don't know what they want or what they need, I can't tell them what I have for them. So if someone is just simply looking for connection and community and a fun time to work out together, and I start telling them how they're going to earn thousands of dollars over building a business the next year and traveling to other countries, they're going to be, whoa, that's not what I want. I just wanted to like have some accountability on getting my workout done. But if I find out what it is that they want, what is their stress point, or if I have someone who wants to build a serious income, I mean, Jamie is $1 million earner. Like if someone wants to build a serious income and I'm telling them about all the private boot camp and it's going to be fun, study, things, they're going to say, oh, well, I wanted a business. I wanted to, create true income. And so without knowing what they want, I can't connect them to the tools or the part of the business that will help them. So asking questions is where we win. Finding out, how do you want to feel? What part of my post stuck out to you? What would be fun for you? What income, how much money a month would help you? What is your dream? What is your vision? Where do you see yourself 5 or 10 years from now? Like it took Jamie less than 5 years to earn $1 million. And something that I said to myself right away, I was like, even if it takes me twice as long to earn half as much as her, I will not get a $500,000 a year raise in mortgage world. That won't happen. And so, of course, like this is an investment in my future. This is an investment in my family future. Like my boss determines where my family lives, where my son goes to school. And you may not think it, but my salary from work determines what house I can afford, which determines what neighborhood I live in, which determines my son's school. So my boss does have all that power, but by having this business, I'm able to increase my income and make some decisions on my own and make some choices and moves for my family that I wouldn't otherwise be able to. So we're gonna ask questions to find out more. And then the game is, who do we talk to? The more people you talk to, the more yeses you'll get. Number one, the more people you talk to, the more yeses you'll get, but also the better you'll get at answering questions, the more confident you'll feel about coming back with an answer or a question to help someone, and the more fun that you'll have. So I don't know, Michelle, did you have anything that you wanted to share on some obstacles or complications?
Yeah, it's just the old term go for no, right? If you never ask them, it's always a no. So don't judge like Jamie, like Jen was saying, don't think that that person's automatically going to say no, because then it's just a no. And it may be a no for today, but it may not be a no in 30, 60, 90 days. I've asked people multiple times, and then they all of a sudden out of the blue they're like, oh, it's my time, yeah, I'm ready, like I want to do that now. I had a girl that we talked to that all out of the blue wanted to be a coach, so that's what we're working on with her right now. So just keep going for no, and don't keep the fear out of it. Like that's the biggest thing. I remember being those first few days and looking at my list and being like, I don't want to do this. But it's so much easier to ask. And when you start asking people, you're having conversations. You're not really just, oh, you have to do this, and here's where I am, here's what I'm doing, here's why I'm successful. It's all about building that conversation, asking the open-ended questions, and seeing where you can help them.
And I like to focus on the possibility. Like, I can tell you from this side, it feels amazing to have evicted 120 pounds. It feels amazing to wake up before my alarm clock. It feels amazing to be working insane hours the last couple weeks and having a smile on my face and joking with my coworkers because I genuinely feel happy and good and am staying healthy. It feels amazing to get private messages from someone like Lori, who's like, I'm down 5 pounds this week. I got a message from her, to get a message from Jeremy, who's off the lung transplant list, to get messages from Bernice, who was in danger of like stroke because of her platelet count, and it's down cut almost in half, and she's out of that danger zone. Like, to get messages from people who are really changing their health feels amazing. And so then I focus on what if you're the person who invited me, Jennifer Hernandez, you invited me to do this and I'm down 120 pounds. How would you feel if your invite to me did that? Like, how do you think Jamie feels when she's like, she believed in Jen before Jen believed in herself, and now she's down 120 pounds and her husband's a stay-at-home dad? Like, she's leading calls and she's leading a team of work and she's taking on more responsibility than ever, and she's able to handle it. Like, you are offering that gift and opportunity when you reach out to someone. And I just think focusing on that and knowing you're planting a seed, and that even if it's a no right now, I said no to Jamie 8 times. I am glad as hell that she didn't give up on asking me. Yes, I curse. And if you don't know me, then it doesn't mean anything. But I'm really not one to curse. But I am glad. I am glad that she didn't give up on me and kept asking, even though I said no 8 times. I gave all sorts of excuses that were not even true. I had to ask my husband. My husband doesn't even know anything about the pills. Like, I didn't have to ask him. It was just a way to defer. So what's your game plan? What's your game plan? First thing I do is go to those people who buy dirt from you. Who is going to be like, okay, I'm in it with you. I'll see what happens. Give me like 3 months to run with me and see what happens. Your spouse, your mom, your siblings, those people who know your history, so they may say no because they just don't want to do whatever you're doing, but you can more comfortably go to them and get them out of the way. Invite them, get them out of the way. And then put on some jamming music if you like music, and just start chunking out those names and inviting 10 people at a time. And I will tell you, even if you set yourself a goal to invite one person, you will find once you invite one, that action, it makes it easier. And the more people you invite, the more that you'll get done. Use voice memo, ask in person, private message, text people. Like, be you. You don't have to be me. You don't do it the way I do. Be you. And then, this is kind of like what I was saying, is like what will people think? So unless you change, you don't get to change your life unless you swallow your fear. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. So what will people think when they lose 20 pounds? What will they see your mom and sister or spouse or whatever, change their health? This is like what I was talking about, like when they're getting off high blood pressure medicine, when pre-diabetics are getting off medication, when they can go walk with grandkids. I had someone who one of their first wins was walking down their driveway without getting out of breath. Like, you get to be a connector in that. You get to help someone get to the other side of that. So instead of worrying about what someone thinks, they don't want to do what you're doing, like, then they're not ready to go with you, and you go find a person that is ready to go with you. You go find the person that is looking for more. You go find the person that is looking for a solution, and have fun with them, because it is a heck of a lot of fun to show up every day and like to get to talk to Michelle and get to talk with people in the group who are ready to go. Of course, I want everybody in my life to be with me. I want everybody to do this. I feel like everybody, I wish everybody in my office would be in on this with me. And they're not yet, who knows what'll happen in the future. But all I can do is do my best to lead by example, invite them, see what they say, and then just leave the door open. If they say no, okay, well, I just want to leave the door open in case something changes. Please know that I'd be ready to go with you. Michelle, do you have any final thoughts?
No, I was just gonna say it's easy unless you make it hard. So it really is just dumping your brain out, writing things down, setting a goal for how many people you're going to send invites out to a day. If you're going to do this full time, part time, however you do it, we both work full time jobs, Jen and I, and then we do this on the side as our secondary job, and hopefully someday our main job. So it's just get it all out, write it all down. Don't put a big X in front of anybody that's on your list. Do the big scary thing and let it go. It's easier than you think.